He's a union man.
So, speaking of that, today we are reading a Deep Space Nine story.
Oh, yes, excellent. Teen up audiences, wow, right up against the limit of what we usually do up here.
Yeah.
Category M/M, Julian Bashir / Elam Garrick. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yes. With most of the rest of the crew available, yes.
Additional tags, season 1, Oblivious Julian Bashir. I like that one.
Isn't he always? I ran across the last weekend, met someone who, I wouldn't say he's like 2 drops of water, like as you say, 2 peas in a pod, but very much resembled as Alexander Siddig. Yeah, I was just like...
So you were just instantly in love.
I got very, very strong, Bashir vibes from him. It's like, yeah.
Young Alexander, current Alexander?
He wasn't quite young, and no, definitely not current now. He's like younger, like maybe 30 or something.
Because he's entered his silver fox
right?
Age,
Yeah. Not definitely not the twink state he was in when he first started with DS9. Anyway.
Okay,
so,
have you looked at the title?
The story is R/relationships. How to tell if someone is a Cardassian spy or just hitting on you.
By Melime or Melime, apologies if we get it wrong. And it's another in-universe Reddit post.
Summary is a post on R/relationships asking for advice on how to deal with a resident Cardassian on a certain station.
And the author mentions, I've been wanting to do something like this for a while now. This is my first attempt at an in-universe Reddit post. Oh, so it's a genre.
Apparently so, yeah.
And also it'd work with a custom skin. Oh, hopefully it works, and used Spooked Croon's template Reddit skin. Okay, so there's a whole template for this.
Apparently so, yeah. It is actually formatted as to resemble a little bit of Reddit. So, I guess we can jump right in? Yes, we don't have to push any buttons. So, R/relationship, posted by u/bold frontier _doc 2 days ago. Bold Frontier Doc. Bold_Frontier_Doc. 2 days. How to tell if someone is a Cardassian spy or just hitting on you. I'll try to be vague because I don't want my commander to find this post, as I tried to talk to him already and he told me to drop the subject.
Oh, yeah.
But I need some advice because I think I might have uncovered a Cardassian espionage plot. A friend told me to either post this in r/relationships or r/Cardassian conspiracies, but after taking a look at the post there, I think it's safer to post here. This is long, so I added a TLDR at the end.
Oh, very good. Okay, I recently learned a new acronym that we need to immediately adopt, and it's AIDR.
Yes. AI didn't read. Yeah, no, very good, yes.
Brilliant. First, a little context. It's going to be important later. I, 28M, recently graduated from Starfleet Medical School. I'm not sure if it's relevant, but I was salutatorian, and I could have been valedictorian, but I mistook preganglionic fiber for a postganglionic nerve in my finals. All of that is to say that I could have chosen any posting after graduation, but I wanted a remote outpost because I love frontier medicine, and I'm sure I can prove myself here. So I chose one of the deep space station. I won't say which, but it's somewhat near Cardassian space. Wow.
Yeah. That's okay.
I think there's only 12 of them, and they're as far away from the Federation as possible, so therefore also as far away from each other as it's possible.
Quite likely, yes.
12 things to be.
Yeah. So, the station is very diverse, so try not to take conclusions from the species that live here. Anyway, I had barely just arrived at the station when I met this Cardassian. I'll call him G. G, 49M, isn't like most Cardassians. He has a very unassuming job here at the station. Think something like a hairdresser, florist, etc. Not in the military or security. He's also very nice. I'm not sure how to describe it, but he's not aggressive like most Cardassians I heard about. He's very smooth and friendly.
Yeah, you should be concerned about that. A few days after I arrived at the station, I was sitting by myself at the Replimat. That's when I met G. He sat in front of me and introduced himself, saying that he wanted to make new friends. I admit I was a little nervous since I had heard rumors that he was secretly a spy left there to send information to the Cardassian government. I may have said something to that effect, which he didn't deny at all. He acted offended and asked if I was implying that he was a spy, and when I backed down, he talked about his shop, but didn't deny that he's a spy.
Yeah. To make things weirder, he kept talking about wanting some company, but he didn't really seem like the lonely type to me. So I started to suspect that he meant to recruit me to spy against the Federation, as I'm the chief medical officer at the station, which gives me access to a lot of information. As he left, he grabbed me by the shoulders and said, "I'm so glad to have made such an interesting new friend today." So I'm afraid that I might have said something that made him believe that I'd be okay with betraying the Federation.
Yeah, Julian, yeah. That's the thing to worry about. I'd like to make one thing clear. I absolutely would not betray the Federation, not ever. Also, I'm not saying all Cardassians outside of Cardassian space are spies. I'm talking about one specific Cardassian.
After our conversation, I went to talk to the station command, because I wanted them to know this might be a problem. But their reaction wasn't what I expected. To put it simply, none of them took me seriously. I tried to explain the situation to them multiple times until my commander told me to drop the subject.
I was still trying to investigate him so I could have some proof to present to him, and I tried to get the help of my Trill friend, this is amazing, 28F and 351X. Brilliant. Because she might have some experience from her past life. Instead of helping me investigate him, she suggests that he was actually hitting on me. Le gasp.
I don't think that makes any sense. He didn't say anything at all that would indicate that he's interested in me that way, and I would know if he had, because I was quite popular during my time at Starfleet.
Yeah, as the person who can make roofies in his dorm room, I'm sure he... Sorry, I was implying the thing that he might accidentally, roofie himself, not that he...
Right. Oh, recreational pharmaceuticals, I believe that phrase is.
Yeah. Still, she kept talking about it, and I think she got in my head. She says things like, "It's so obvious that he's trying to sleep with you," and "I saw him checking your ass as you passed him," all of which is ridiculous, so I think she's just messing with me. But then other people started asking me about my Cardassian boyfriend, and when I tried to ask about G's possible spy activities, they asked me if it was a role-playing thing.
Will be at some point.
Yes! Armand Bashir, oh...
Anyway, I need to get to the bottom of what's really going on here. If G's a spy, I have to find a way to prove this to my commander before he does anything dangerous. But if he's not, I wouldn't want to add to the prosecution that he's sure to suffer here at the station. So I'd like to know if he's hitting on me so I can decide what to do.
TLDR, suspicious Cardassian invited himself to lunch with a top Starfleet officer, made suspicious remarks about wanting company, didn't deny being a spy. Station commander won't investigate without proof.
So there are 23 comments.
Jesus.
So we'll be at this for a while. Sorted by old. Thank an engineer today is rated -3 points, was posted 2 days ago. I stopped reading after Cardassian. He's a spy for sure. There's one of those at the station I transfer to, so I know what you mean about Cardassians acting suspiciously.
Do you want to do a voice for whoever this character is that we totally don't know?
Well, I would, but then I'm going to be doing classic Irishman, which doesn't...
It's okay. I know... Look, there's a difference between doing a stereotype and doing a pastiche to the best of one's ability, which is limited. I know the difference.
All right. Let's see if I can slip into that. I wouldn't trust him at all. Also, you're thinking that it has to be one thing or the other, but I wouldn't pass it. I'm going Scottish now. Oh, well.
I know it's always a temptation to go in that way. What you want to do is, here's an authentic Irish accent. Oh, Pashog! Oh, me stars!
Yeah.
Doy-de-doy-de-doy. That's how you get to Irish, right? Authentic.
Anyway, where is it? So maybe he's hitting on you because he wants to use that to get access to your codes. If I were you, I'd keep me distance. And if he tries to get close to you again, try station security. Starfleet has rules against harassment, so you could try to get him arrested for that.
-3 points, huh? For racism there.
Yep.
OP, Bold Frontier Doc, says, "It's not like that. He wasn't harassing me or anything. He's really polite and soft-spoken. Also, I said I don't think all Cardassians are spies. I have nothing against Cardassians in general, just the Cardassian government, although obviously I have reservations with the Cardassian military as well. Do you really think he tried to seduce me only to get information?"
Okay, so that one had 10 points, so that was a good, well-received comment. Next reply is by The Spotted Klingon Heart.
Wait, hang on. This is season 1, so yeah. Worf wasn't there yet?
I guess not, but also neither was O'Brien.
No, O'Brien was there day 1.
Oh, right, yes, he was, so yeah.
Yeah. It was
27 points. Only if you're reading too many romance holonovels. I'm sure you could find a few erotic holonovels with that theme if you want. I think you / advice is free and worthless sells them.
That was a great Jadzia. Okay.
Oh, wait, oh, sorry, I was going for Klingon.
I know. I like the Jadzia, and please make it canon. The Spotted Klingon Heart also has a response to Thank an Engineer today. and I'm going to stick with you. You do realize that the war is over, right? Says Jadzia. Not all Cardassians are spies, and if we want to have lasting peace, you can't just assume they are always trying to do something nefarious. I'm going Shax.
Yes, you are.
I'm sort of bouncing off of Klingon. This is hard.
It is. So the Spotted Klingon Heart also made an original reply to the first post, which is
how many points?
69.
Nice.
I had to read this 3 times because I couldn't believe what I was reading. Seriously, Julian, if you're trying to be anonymous, maybe don't use the same account you used to post at r/DeepSpace9. That's why throwaway accounts exist. Anyway, maybe you'll listen to my advice here since you ignore me in person. G is hitting on you. Let that sink in. You want evidence? Company is clearly code for friends with benefits. Believe me, I've had plenty of those. He's being friendly because he wants to take you to bed. Nothing wrong with that. If I were you, I'd give it a chance. What to do with a variety of species. You're human, so you're only young once. Have fun.
Wow. I wonder if conjoined trill sex ed is different. Now remember, you'll have lots of chances at this, so just be careful.
I suppose.
And you'll get it right the next time.
Yeah, and also, well, it depends on if the trill is a young one or not, you know?
Oh, yeah, and whether the symbiont is like a nasty pervert slug.
Right. Well, I mean, the symbiont. But what actually was meant was talk about the symbiont. Like, what if the symbionts on their first? Isn't that wasn't that a story or something like?
No, I think it was a post on Blue Sky or a tweet or something.
Right.
Like, it must suck to be the first host of a symbiont, right?
Yeah.
Because you get all the inconvenience. Right, you have to do the surgery and all the testing, and what you get is no new life experience that you didn't have before. He's even stupider than you. He just knows caves. Wow,
So,
what a wild life we've led. Bold Frontier Doc replies to the Spotted Klingon Heart, says, I have no idea what you're talking about. I never said the station I'm in is Deep Space Nine. Also, I never said I was human. So whoever you think I am, I'm not him. I'm in an entirely different station, and I don't even know you. But if I did, it would be so wrong of you to identify me like that. And whoever you think I am, you shouldn't tell your commander about this post. Aside from that, I think you're jumping to conclusions about G as well. Company can mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to be about that. -2 points.
Yeah. All right. Post by Advice is Free and Worthless.
Who do you think that is?
Quark? Because he was selling accused of selling hollow erotic stories.
Damn, that's a good one, yeah.
I can tell you if this Cardassian fella wants to get it on with you. But that's whether you're interested in. I can offer you a vast selection of holonovels that involve being seduced by a Cardassian spy of the gender of your preference. Or, for an extra fee, I can modify an existing program with the likeness of your particular Cardassian.
Ooh.
I expect payment on gold-pressed latinum or other agreed-upon currency. My holonovels are of the highest quality, and they can be modified any way you want. Be corrupt and betray the Federation? Done. Would rather convince your spy to betray Cardassia instead? Done. Want to play double agent? Done. Anyway, you want? Any way you want. I suppose anything you want, that should probably be, but let's not editorialize.
Please keep going.
Any way you want, Quark has. And if you're in another station, I can arrange to have the holonovel sent to you, for a fee, of course.
This is amazing, Kay.
What?
I love this voice.
Okay, thank you.
You bounced into this is the best authentic Irish accent that you've done. This is County Cork leprechaun level. I'm really genuinely impressed.
Okay.
It's super fun.
I was starting off as what's his face from Aladdin, the merchant at the beginning. Welcome to Agrabah, city of wonder, of enchantment, and the finest messengers this side of the River Jordan on sale today.
Makes Julian fries will not break.
It broke. Yes, that one.
Oh, very good.
But I don't know how I ended up there. Anyway.
So, if you want to distinguish Irish from Scottish when you're doing it,
don't go with the R's.
Yeah, I mean it's not a universal feature. Of course, there's a pretty, but they have generally non-rhotic R's.
Right. Yeah.
I think the Danes brought that.
Danes brought a lot to the British Isles.
They sure did. And to other parts of Scandinavia. That's why you have Nynorsk in Norway. Anyway. Oh, yes. So advice is worthless. And a response from Constable Odo.
Yeah. Well, I wonder who that is.
It's against the rules to advertise your own services here. Also, it's against Federation law to sell erotic holonovels featuring the likeness of living people without their authorization.
2 points. To which Advice is Free and Worthless replies, "Oh no, get off subspace internet. You're not a cop here and you can't prove that I've done anything against the law. You can't even prove who I am." -2. -1 point.
There's a button here for continue this thread, which does nothing.
No,
okay, so that's just... Yeah. So apparently it just goes on and on.
I mean, I can just see how those two go in, have a little diatribe between them again, discussing the finer points of both Reddit etiquette and international law.
Which, in other words, flirting.
I suppose so, yeah. That's their kind of thing, isn't it?
Bold Frontier Doc responds to Quark. That's just wrong on so many levels, and not what I'm asking about. I'm not saying I'm attracted to him or anything like that. I mean, he's good looking, I suppose, for a Cardassian, but that's not what this is about. I'm not saying I would get involved with him if that was what he wanted. Not that I'm saying I wouldn't either. I just want to know what's going on first so I can have all the information I need before I can make a decision either way. That doesn't mean I would make one decision or another. I just really need to know what's happening here. Yeah, sure, Julian. Yeah. Besides, even if I wanted to play at some holodeck adventures with G, I wouldn't disrespect him by using his likeness in an erotic holonovel. I'd invite him to go with me. If I were to do that, which I'm not saying that I would. Bless.
Just a Simple Tailor replies to the original post. If I could offer some humble advice, I do believe there's a quite obvious way of learning about the true intentions of this friend of yours. First, I should disclose that I myself am also Cardassian by birth, so I believe my advice might help illuminate the actions of one of my countrymen. Although I'm just a simple tailor, and therefore know nothing about the actions of the Cardassian government, there would be no reason to leave a Cardassian spy in an abandoned station. Not only that, but this would also be far too mundane and obvious. If the Cardassian government were to leave a spy, they would at the very least modify said spy's appearance to make him pass for as another species. Not that I would know anything about that, as I said, I'm just a simple plain tailor. Yeah. On the other hand, if your friend is a Cardassian who, for whatever reason, is living in exile in a station full of aliens who must really hate him, while probably also being bothered by the excess light that humans prefer and the cold temperatures, then it's possible he just wants company, and by company I mean that of the intimate variety, which can be a mutually pleasurable way to spend the time in dreadful circumstances.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Now, and great circumstances as well, by the way.
Well, yes. It goes both ways, as does... Anyway. Now, if logic is not enough to dissuade you from your frankly unfounded belief that this friend of yours is a spy, then I suggest that there's a simple way for you to learn the truth. You can decide on the details by yourself, but I would suggest going to his quarters and inviting yourself in, possibly with a bottle of something decent, such as Romulan ale. Nothing with Federation synthahol. That's undrinkable. Well, if he's at all interested in having a mutually enjoyable evening, this will tell you all that you need to know.
Hell yes! And how many points? 20 points. Okay, very good score there.
Yeah.
Followed up by the spotted Klingon heart, who says, "Don't even waste your time, Garak. If you want anything out of Julian, you're going to have to talk to him directly. He may be cute, and he may actually be smart when it's about medicine, but when it comes to relationships, he's obviously a disaster. You should just grab him and kiss him. Oh, and if you want to do that in public, please warn me, because I want to be there." Ooh, she's the kind of gal who likes to watch.
Commander Baseball. Is that a reference to his head or his hobby?
He hadn't shaved his head yet.
Oh, right. Good point, yes.
He was still wearing the studio-mandated hairstyle that he didn't enjoy.
Does no one work at this station? I would suggest all of you stop gossiping about Lieutenant Bashir and Mr. Garak's personal lives. Also, you Bold Frontier Doc, don't even try to pretend that this isn't Bashir. I can see your post history. What you do with your personal life is your own business, but this is starting to interfere with station procedures. So, from now on, I don't want anyone browsing this thread while on duty. And Advice is Free and Worthless, if I find that you've been using people's likeness to create holo programs, I'll personally dismantle every single one of your holosuites. And...
he's been looking for a construction project.
Yes, right.
He got this new set of screwdrivers from Jake for his birthday. Ooh.
And then I'll open free holosuites on the station. I hope I made myself clear.
And Advice is Free and Worthless says, Well, that's it. Fun's over. I guess you can always count on the Federation to be the fun police. If anyone has updates, I'd be happy to hear them at Quarks.
Also, he's not, being banned from posting. It's his, he doesn't work for the Federation.
That's true. He's just getting straight up threatened.
Yeah. All right. Bolt Frontier Doc replies, I guess I owe you guys an update. As a lot of you seem to think I'm some guy named Julian Bashir out of Deep Space Nine, I have no idea why you think that. I told you not to make any assumptions based on the species I was talking about. And also looking through my other posts seems like some sort of violation of the rules. No, it's not.
No, they're public.
Yes.
Bro.
I don't think you're supposed to do that. I'm definitely not Julian Bashir, so please don't take any of this out on him, Commander Sisko.
Who did not identify himself.
Well, I mean, if DS9 has been mentioned now, hasn't it? So it's you can figure out who the commander is, but yes, he has nothing to do with any of this. Now, going back to my situation, I decided to follow just a simple Taylor's advice and talk to G directly.
Ooh.
I asked him again if he was a spy, and he laughed at me. He actually laughed. Then I explained why I thought that might be the case, but although he seemed like he was listening to me, I could see that he was finding everything about it amusing. I thought about showing him this post, but I thought that he wouldn't understand, so I just asked him to explain what he meant when he talked to me that day. He refused to elaborate and continued to insist that he was just looking for a bit of enjoyable company, whatever that might mean. When I asked him about it, he sat closer to me and put his hand on my thigh. Since I couldn't confirm if he was a spy or not, I thought it would be better just to leave. But then he said I played through too many spy holonovels if I thought that someone might seduce him for information, but that he was flattered that I thought he was a honeypot.
Ooh.
Well, not in those exact words. He has a very cryptic way of talking.
He sure does.
So at this point, I'm pretty sure that he was hitting on me. I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with that, but I don't think I'll post an update when that happens, since everyone is already making too many assumptions about my life. Anyway, thank you everyone for the advice.
Oh, what a wonderful story. Thank you, Melime. Apologies. We'll try to get it right if we ever find this out. This was fantastic.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I do like Garrick and Julian.
The what's it called? The Garashir is the ship name.
Oh dear,
the relationship name. Yeah, I mean, some of those ship names are pretty desperate. Garashir is on the decent side of the spectrum.
Right. Yes, it would be difficult to do it the other way around.
Juliac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Garan.
Barak would have been difficult to do in a certain era of more enlightened American politics.
When is this story?
2022.
2022, yeah, okay. So that's actually fairly recent.
Yeah.
It was on a Deep Space Nine scale of time.
Very, very well done. Great choice, Chief. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us for this story. Next week we will be back with a regular episode.
Yes, the Chief will tell you during the outro what we're doing next week, and then after that we'll be back with another story. And until then,
I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode with your friends Kay and Kaki. Production and editing by our Chief Engineer Greg, and music by Fox Amore. Join us next week for Shortly, TOS 115. Visit droidtrek.com/links to send us recommendations, support us on Patreon, or to find us on Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening to the Droid Trek, and we'll see you out there.